beautiful people. Welcome to Firestorm Free Running and Acrobatics. My name's Coach Justin, and you today are gonna learn the fireball flip. And the fireball flip looks a little like this. No, you silly goose, that was a muscle up. But this is the fireball flip. Ah! Please tell me we can CGI in a fireball. Yeah. Nice, I'm feeling fiery and powerful. All right, guys, that is the fireball flip. This is a different variation of a couple common flips that you see for some high-level athletes, where they will do a mushroom circle like in gymnastics and push away almost like a palm flip. The difference is, instead of pushing with your hands in front, we're having those hands behind us as we fall backwards, lifting our legs, kind of like a reversed upside-down dash vault. If you don't know what I mean by that, you should go check out the dash vault tutorial from our Orange Rank / Level 2 Parkour curriculum. Hopefully there's some more fireball magic right there. I don't know. It all kind of depends. But today we're going to be doing this one. This is one of my favorite tricks. The fireball flip is pretty cool because it was just me messing around, trying a bunch of different skills, kind of using like a cast to kumquat, which is what we learned last week. Cast over the bar, sit on the kumquat, and fall on back. All we're doing here is adding that together without actually sitting on the bar. We're gonna fall backwards so we catch the bar behind us. It sounds a little weird, but it's really fun. So we'll do the 60-second breakdown. Woo! So the first thing I'm gonna do is probably start the 6-second breakdown. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. I'm gonna start in a front support position. From here, I'm gonna be casting. As I cast, I'm gonna pick an arm, in this case, my right arm. My legs are gonna swing around. So when I do, it's almost like as they come around in front that I'd be sitting here in my kumquat position. The difference is, as I do that, I'm already gonna be falling backwards like a kumquat. So by the time my hand comes back and it's time to sit down, I am actually inverted with my feet up and my head down that way. My butt will miss the bar entirely, and I will be doing this skill. Oh my God. The most important thing is, as I come around, my right hand, which moves out of the way for my cast 180, will re-grab the bar to stabilize myself. So here I go, I'm gonna cast. I move my hand out of the way, I fall backwards, re-grab, whoa! And almost fall on my head. It's kind of hard to do that in slow motion, and yell to you guys. So hopefully that made a little bit of sense. 60 seconds out. That was... All right, guys, this trick is a little weird because you do a lot of things you're not normally doing. Not only are you casting over the bar and then trying to almost land like in front of it, but you're falling backwards and inverting yourself at the same time you're casting over and balancing on one arm. It's a little freaky. It's actually, if you're very comfortable with a bar and you're very comfortable with your kumquat and casts, it's actually very simple. It's just pretty scary when you first kind of do it. So I always highly recommend doing this on a bar over the foam pit. That's how I learned it, and that will make it a little easier for you. You can also do this skill on a wall. The first time I did really do it was on a wall. The downside is, because your head's falling backwards underneath that bar, in this case the edge of the wall, you can smack your head on the wall, which I gently did. Luckily I have this giant, luxurious mane of hair to protect the back of my scalp. Yeah, that's why it's there, totally. All right, the best way to get started for this is to make sure you have a good cast. If you do not have a good cast, you are not gonna be able to generate the power and get into the proper body position for this. You guys should all see our cast tutorial in our level 1 parkour, but a friendly reminder, hands shoulder width apart, just enough room for your hips to get in there, keeping our chest mostly up, bar is in the middle of our hips, feet go forward, and we're pushing off, not just arching our back, but pushing our hips up and off of the bar. Once I can do that, we're gonna do our cast to safety over. All right, I'm gonna come here. Eventually we'll do this without a safety or touching the legs, but this is just slowly and incrementally building us up to the position we wanna be in. So from here I would come in, I would do my cast, and in this case I'm fireworks, yay! In this case, I'm gonna bring my legs around to the right. I'm gonna bend them a little bit so I don't kick this bar. It's a little close for me right now. My legs are a little long. And I'm gonna put my outside leg, my right leg here, stepping my left leg through for my cast to safety over. I come here, cast, bring the foot, and step over. Remember, when you do this, take your time, because if you're a little shy and you catch your foot like this on the bar, you are gonna take a header it's gonna be no good. So you wanna make sure you're prepared. You can either hook underneath your knee to protect yourself with your leg, or make sure you're low and close to the ground and have a mat so you can just kind of practice your shoulder roll or your dive roll out. Once you have your cast to safety over, what we're gonna be practicing is our cast safety to sitting on the bar like we're in a kumquat position with one foot just chilling up on the bar. We're gonna get a bar that has a little more room for a cast, not a warped wall in the way. I'm gonna hop up right here, and same idea, I'm gonna cast, bring the foot up for the safety right there. Right hand moves out of the way, leg comes in front. Now it's like I'm sitting. Once you're sitting, you may remember our falling backwards and hooking the knee drill, our lazy flyaway from a few weeks ago. My hands are here, I slide backwards, hook the knees, and drop on down to the ground. Now imagine if we did that same thing, but instead we don't use the foot for the safety, all right? We'd come in right here, and we'd go cast, boop, hook the knees, and come on down. You notice I didn't sit on the bar in my kumquat position underneath my butt cheek. I let it just catch in the knees, and I start falling back. I'm gonna start falling back sooner and sooner as I cast. So I'm actually falling backwards close to horizontal before my knees hook and spin me around for the flip. Let me show you one more time with a little more lean back and a little more knee grab earlier on this time. Come up right here. Oh, look, a little dangly. I'm gonna go cast, over, hook the knees, and around. All I'm doing is generating a cool little half mushroom circle, or a little half circle, hello, hello, and falling backwards into that lazy flyaway. All this trick really is doing that, but instead of staying up like this to catch with my knees, I'm actually gonna be falling back so much that if this is the bar I'm gonna cast over, I'm here, and as I do my cast, I'm actually gonna be falling back like this with my legs up near vertical, driving up and over my head. So my hips are actually the part of my body that is up near over my shoulders, and that right hand that moved out of the way so my legs could swing over for my circle, re-grabs, just like before. But now, my knees aren't grabbing the bar because they've already started falling behind me, like a backwards roll, kind of like a dash, upside down and reversed. If I catch here, I'm already falling backwards, and I just let it continue, and it makes me do a backflip. The scary part is just committing to that, because you're like, what if my right hand misses? If it does, you'll still do the flip. You'll just spin in what's called a flat spin. It won't be a spin like this, like a traditional spin during a flip. It's what's called a flat spin, which means our body is here and rotates. So it's still facing in the same direction while rotating on a completely different plane. Not here, but here, a flat spin. All right? It's honestly not that big of a deal if your second hand misses. It's just really freaky. If your hand catches though, it just keeps you from twisting one way or the other and allows you to do the flip. The scary part, like I said, is just committing to casting over and falling back and just jacking those legs up like you're trying to lift your feet up to the ceiling, followed by your butt. If you do and you leave far enough back, no part of you will touch this bar except for your two hands, allowing you to stabilize and fall down to the ground. So once you've got it, all you gotta do is go to that big bar above a foam pit. We don't have one here, so we're gonna do it one more time on this big bar over our little tiny 8-inch mat. It's so cute. Here we go. Again, I'm gonna do my front support. I'm sagging my shoulders down, so my hips are in the bar. I'm gonna do that cast. Watch how early I start leaning backwards, driving those feet up, followed by my hips as I fall backwards behind the bar, and then bring that hand in to stabilize. Here we go. Firmer. Tune in next week where we throw a 360 on there and call it a firestorm. That's a total lie. I'm not gonna do that. I like living. We are not throwing a 360 on that. Oh my God. But if you like, comment, subscribe, and share, specifically comment and tell us what you wanna work on next week. We just might do it. I hope you enjoyed the fireball. If you ever have seen somebody do this skill before, please send it to me. I would love to know. I am operating under the assumption, which a lot of my friends who are professional free runners and coaches have told me, that they've never seen anybody do it. I'm pretty sure I invented it, But if I'm wrong, I actually don't want to know. I want to live the dream, man. You guys don't even know. My wife did a world's first trick. 2 people, back to back, on a steer wheel, breathing fire. She thinks she's hot stuff. It's a children's show. I got to show her up by making up my own trick. So let's hope it's true. I love you, beautiful faces. I'll see you next week. And don't tell my wife how cool she is. We need to even out. That's all. Bye-bye. I'm so sneaky. Nobody can sell me. I was trying to be Ant-Man and I was just subatomic, which makes no sense because in the movie they're like, yeah, we make the space between atoms smaller and that's why they shrink. But yeah, somehow we can go subatomic. So like inside of an atom as we shrink spaces of them closer together, because that makes sense. You can trust me, I'm definitely talking about stuff that's real. So yeah. Okay, can we end the tutorial now? Oh!